This is Rod from Mount Washington Sewer and Drain Cleaning. We're at 556 Lincoln Avenue, Berlin, New Hampshire. Just flex shafted open the sewer clog. The sewer clog was basically just outside the foundation of the property. We are 65 feet into the road area, and we might be looking at some structural failure here in the old clay pipe. Sitting in a sag. I'm getting like a double mirror image, but the camera head won't pass over this spot, but the water does flow through it, so we might have a major offset inside that pipe. So I'm going to try to creep forward here, slowly try to get up there and see if I could see. That right there is looking like the round part of the pipe right there. It looks like it's offset right there, and it looks like rock on the other side right there. Is a pretty good picture of it right there. So we're seeing the outer round lip part of the pipe. It looks like rock on the outside, so it looks like it's a shift inside there. So let's come back and see if we can get enough view down the pipe to see over this, because I'm getting the shimmer from that water that's settling right there. So you can see it's kind of bouncing around. We're starting to come up out of the water here. I think it's going to be too far for me to see. Okay, can you turn that cold water back on for me again? Because right now, getting the steam from the sewer because it's cold outside, and the cold water helps bring the ambient temperature and the fog down in the pipe. So I'm thinking the pipe is offset out there, and the debris hits and then rolls up and over and then gets down to the city sewer.
Okay.
This water to get down there. Yeah, I mean that's looking offset from here, from what I could see. Definitely suspicious, so we'll note that. So we are in clay. So clay must mean we're in the road, because supposedly don't run Bermico into the street, but there has been instances where it has.
So when they came up to check, they wouldn't have noticed that then?
No,
No. Okay.
because they just basically shoot straight across in their main pipe.
Okay.
And at 59, basically 60 feet, transitioning back into the Bermico, which is probably your property. I don't know exactly where the city runs their sewer, if it runs closer towards your edge of the property, middle of the street, or the other side. There we are, we're back in the Bermico, that's yours.
I know there was a broken pipe a few years back, and I think they were up by my driveway.
Okay.
That was, I mean, not like 2 years ago, it was more than that. Because we had thick ice in the winter in front of the house, so
Yep.
we reported it, and they said there was a broken pipe.
Okay.
So,
So far, this Bermico is looking pretty round. I'm surprised. But if it ever fails and you have to replace it, replace all of it.
yeah,
Because the stuff is like a cancer. It just, once it goes, it goes.
yeah. Hopefully it won't be in my lifetime.
It has a life expectancy of about 20 years, and it's way past that.
Yeah,
So far, it doesn't look too bad.
yeah.
A little bit of upheaval on the bottom there, but not too bad. I mean, I've seen a lot worse run. And some of it I've been shocked that it still runs. I would recommend filling the tub halfway once a week, drain it, and flush your toilet along with it to help push stuff out through the pipe.
At the same time?
Yep, at the same time.
When the tub's draining and flush the toilet?
Yep. Basically, it'll help power wash the pipe, push
Right.
stuff out.
Right. That's good to know.
Well, it definitely helps. Got to make up for where they use the water saver stuff because it's just not enough to push.
Right. And I'm
A little bit of blistering right there
the
at
only one
42
here,
feet.
so, and then I work 4 days a week, so, I mean, that's even less water.
Yep. You do that once a week, it should be pretty good.
Yeah,
Make sure nobody visits and flushes wipes or anything like that.
yeah. That's never happened that I know of. I don't have any white.
Well, people will carry them with them.
Yeah,
Your family that
I'm
comes
the
over.
oldest one though.
Yep.
I know they say they're flushable, but I never believe that.
Now, flushable just means it's going to make it through the toilet.
Oh,
That's it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because then they'll say, we don't know what your sewer system is
Yeah.
like.
Yeah. But I work at the nursing home and we've had them and they said, they do say flushable, but the policy at the nursing home is don't flush them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you think after this you'll be good on my end, on this end?
So far, from what I'm seeing, everything is looking pretty good.
Okay,
I'm kind of surprised that the shape of the Bermico is still halfway decent.
yeah.
I still got 29 feet to come back.
So, what do I tell the city, or do you communicate with them?
What to do is we'll note it. If it's a continuing issue, then you'll know. Because you're flowing right now, the city won't consider that any kind of an issue right now.
Mm-hmm.
But at least, we have it on record. It's, January 2023.
Yeah,
If something like completely stops and we can't clear, then we know that this is what that's starting from.
yeah, because I don't wanna keep, like, calling you guys, you know?
Right.
I'm gonna run out of money.
That's why I like to be extremely thorough with the job.
Yeah,
And there's been times where, people had Bermico and stuff and it's bad and I'm like, listen, put the money towards the repair, not me.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so at 22 feet, we're transitioning from the Bermico to cast iron pipe, which is good. Because they ran iron under the building. In some houses, they ran the Bermico all the way up and they weren't supposed to.
Well, glad I found somebody close by because I didn't know who to call.
You'll get people, they'll just poke holes in drains and they're not doing it correctly. And then they keep coming out. And as expensive as I am, they start costing more than me because they don't do the job right.
Yeah,
Or they damage stuff. Or they get stuck.
and I don't like to call people out of town. I like to do as close as possible, so,
Sometimes in town isn't the greatest.
yeah.
Not gonna lie to you.
Well, somebody found you, and they told me about it, so I've seen the truck around, but it didn't click.
Yep, I still have the other van. The other van's going to be mainly just jetter usage now,
Yeah.
like heavy duty stuff.
Yeah.
I needed all-wheel drive really bad,
Yeah,
and I couldn't find one of those things for the longest time. I just found one.
yeah.
100 grand.
Oh,
It's disgusting.
it is. I know my car's 13 years old, and it's like, I want a car, but
My last van, it didn't have the all-wheel drive in it. Fully equipped, power, everything. $40,000 with the shelves, everything.
yeah,
Can't believe what they're getting for them now.
yeah,
It's gross. And the payment is ridiculous.
yeah.
There we go.
I felt like a little sprinkle, so I think it's just from the
Maybe it is spitting
yeah,
over.
because nothing over there was wet, so I don't need another issue.
That concludes the cleaning and inspection.